News Bulletin.
Step right up, got tickets on sale. In today's episode, trains coming off the rails. Watch it all burn from the screen on your phone. But don't you worry about it, you're safe at home. Every talking head will tell you everything's fine. It's the blind leading the blind. Yeah, it's a circus out here, we're wobbling on a wire. There's a lady with a beard, clowns juggling fire. Elephants and donkeys got us jumping through hoops. Y'all wish that I was lying, but you know that is the truth. Get your popcorn ready and pour you something strong. If the world's still spinning, the shit show goes on. Well, the world's strongest man just dropped the ball, and the tent's caving in from the weight of it all. Yeah, the lion's out the cage, puppets in a rage, and the ringleader's on parade. It's a circus out here, we're wobbling on a wire. There's a lady with a beard, clowns juggling fire. Elephants and donkeys got us jumping through hoops. Y'all wish that I was lying, but you know that is the truth. Get your popcorn ready and pour you something strong. If the world's still spinning, the shit show goes on.
Come on! Witness the greatest show on earth! Restore the flame!
It's a circus out here, we're wobbling on a wire. There's a lady with a beard, clowns juggling fire. Elephants and donkeys got us jumping through hoops. Y'all wish that I was lying, but you know that is the truth. Get your popcorn ready and pour you something strong. If the world's still spinning, the shit show goes on.
Did y'all hear my banging around? Oh, shit. Hell. All right. Is that better? Does it sound better? Nobody's answered me. All right. How y'all doing? Happy Tuesday. Of course, somebody got to text me right now. Okay. So, happy Friday. You know what? There's somebody's email that I don't have. If they'd email me, I could send them the link. It may have been the same person that just texted me. May have been. Anyways. Hey, yo. Happy Tuesday. Lord, I'm telling you what. I just can't seem to take on enough. We'll talk about that in a while, but I obviously don't take on nearly as much as Trump takes on. He's doing what? Now we're going to put a nuclear reactor on the moon? Because we need to be first? What the hell? Help me. Just riddle me one little part of it that makes sense. Because I seriously don't get it. It's the moon. And okay. So, there's one of my questions that I need all the answers I can get. What's another one? Oh. Well, this really isn't a question. It sounds like Trump's negotiating with Russia through tariffs. I mean, I don't know how much more they're going to be able to push him before Russia's just sick of it. But we'll see. I almost think it's just a play. Like, this was all, okay, I'm going to be mad at you, you're going to be mad at me, and yeehaw, here we go. So, we'll go over all that stuff, but I should probably say hey to everybody. I got a whole 11 in here, but it's okay, because it's the most important 11 that matters, right? Heather, she got the boobies tonight. And Lace and Blaze came right in behind her. Well, actually, a couple hours later, but he was behind her. And then Mishka, how are you, darling? Mr. Hairbag, what's up, sir? Miss Heather came back. Baker, what's up? Beer, how are you, sir? Mr. Andy is in the house. You're going to hear my stomach making all kinds of noise tonight? Because I tried some new drinks. I don't know if I'm going to like this, but it's supposed to be good for hydration. It's supposed to, make you look better and all that. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work, but we'll see. Eddie, how are you, sir? Has the moon paid its fair share? Terrific, right? How are you, LW? Yeah. So, that's kind of, let's see, what were some of the other things? Oh, Trump was on the roof because, here's another one of those, help me with this question. Why do we need a ballroom? I'm trying to understand. I don't. I don't think we need a ballroom. I don't think anybody but Trump wanted a ballroom either. What else? Oh, he's on the roof. Of course, that was due to the whole ballroom thing. But while he was up there, they were asking him, and I don't know if anybody else seen it, but they were asking him about the ballroom. And he said, no, they were asking him what he was doing up there, and he said he was looking for a place to build missiles. I thought that was kind of funny. I love how they all just stand out there waiting for him to do something. Like, you're standing outside waiting for him to get on the roof, or the next move, like, he's going to come outside, so a bunch of you got to go out there and wait till he does. He might not come out today, but in case he does, you better get your ass out there. See, stuff like that. They're like, well, it wasn't even planned. Really, wasn't it? Because there was like 500 reporters out there. Yeah, on the roof. Yes, on the roof. Shut up. So, the nuclear reactor by 2030. We need that. Okay, here's something I think Trump did that was good. He took the troops in, sent them into New York City, and like they're doing a whole shakedown, it looks like, of the whole damn place. That's a good thing, I think. Get her done. No messing around. We're done screwing it. Just get her done. Clean house. He also cleaned house in another area, and that was with the stats hag. Don't ask me what her name is because I don't know. All I know is she's a stat hag, and he's looking to replace her. I don't know why, but I guess she wasn't cutting the mustard. Oh, we'll talk about that in a minute. The Canadian border. I'll go back to that. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but we'll stay on Trump stuff here for a minute. I don't know what's going on with Texas. They seem to be fighting back and forth with each other. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. LW, you better straighten your people out. Oh, Trump said he was going to reduce the meds prices like all the other places, all the other countries that have their meds reduced. Well, we're going to have ours reduced, and it's not going to be by like 20 or 30%. It's going to be by like 1,400 to 1,500%. Help. Here we go. Help. Help me with the math. So you're going to pay me to take the meds? 1,400%. I'm having a hard time. I think we should probably go back to Common Core math. It might be easier. Help. Y'all are not helping me with the math. So that's a big one for me. And he said it like probably 15 times today. I'm like, are you really going to keep hitting on that? 1,400%. Hell, just give me the numbers and I'll be okay. I'm not that dumb. So what else? Sweeney. Has anybody heard about Sweeney and her jeans? It's American Eagle thing. We're going to watch it here in a minute, but I just wanted to know if anybody had heard about the Sweeney jean thing. It's good. Like insulin, it's been raised over 1,000% over the last 30 years. That's what he means. Okay, so they're going to pay like a couple dollars for all their prescriptions now. I'm all about realism. Like give me real numbers. And 1,400% to me, I just don't know how you're really going to get to that. Because, I get what you're saying. They've been raised 1,000%. But, okay, so you're going to drop them past what it was 30 years ago. Nope. No, I'm not buying it. Yeah, you'd all be happy to know. I've only had one Pepsi today, and it's right here. I've been such a good girl. I've been drinking this stuff called Rapid Hydration. It's supposed to be like that IV thing you get from Costco. I think it helped. As I yawn. I started at 6 o'clock this morning, though. So, and did a whole workout routine, and I got down. So, no, Eddie, you ain't banned. You're not with the band. Don't worry. You got to do something pretty drastic, but don't think I won't ban you if I have to, because I will. And if Big Dog Ma catches you before I do, she'll like ban you and then re-ban you again. She'll ban every part of your body. So, let's talk about the border. So, Y'all might think I'm talking about the Mexican border, but I'm not. The Mexican border seems like it's got it's good. Like they ain't nobody coming in. Everything's good, right? Right. I was kind of hoping to have a few more here, but we got 15. That's the most important 15. So I'm kind of curious as to what everybody thinks about the Canadian-U.S. border. What do you think about that? Anybody know anything about that? You think it's like well guarded and like nobody's, coming over the Canadian border? Right? There's somebody there. I mean, you hear about it all the time about how people are having a really hard time coming across the Canadian border one way or the other, whether they're coming back or forth. Well, I know this, well, I don't know, but I know of this guy, Nick Johnson. And he has a channel. And the channel, basically he goes all over and shows you what the rest of the country is going through. No matter where you're at, it kind of gives you an idea of what everybody else is going through. This, I don't know how much we'll get to play of it. It's 46 minutes long. I don't know that we're going to play the whole thing, but I want you to kind of get a gist of what the deal is with this border. First, let me see what y'all said about this. Where do we go? You live on the border, and so what part of the border, Andy? So specifically, the part of the border I'm talking about is the Vermont Canadian border. Because a lot of them are, they're well guarded, so to speak. Like, it seems like no matter which way you're coming across, whether you're coming into the U.S. or going into Canada, they're giving you a hard time, giving you shit, no matter what. It just seems like it's a huge problem from everything that I've been told as of lately. Even as one of our friends who comes back and forth from Alaska, he has been talking about it. And he said, the last 3 or 4 years is just a big pain in the ass to come back and forth across Canada, or from Canada into the U.S. No matter which way you're going, whether you're going into Alaska or whether you're coming down, he usually comes into either Seattle area or Montana area. But the Vermont area is the one I'm kind of focused on right now, and the one that Nick Johnson did a YouTube video on, and we'll see. I think he will. If he does, if he stops it, don't worry, I'll come back. But let's just see what happens. It's not like I'm monetizing this, so I don't really give a shit. But all right. And okay. So he says, I went to the most unsecure border crossing in the United States. And he just ain't a whistling Dixie, let me tell you. Because this is, it's pretty bad. So here we go. As soon as I can figure out which one
It has everything to do with Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah.
You normally, before the election, you wouldn't have really been like, we like you.
We feel
Now, he's not Canadian Jew. He lives right there in that house. But you couldn't tell based on... Now, he's not Canadian.
Okay.
He's an American.
I
But
don't
you
want
couldn't
to
tell
see that
based
part
on
yet.
that, could you? He lives right there in that house with all that anti-US stuff in his front yard. Uh-oh. He does that because he lives right across the street from Canada. This is Canusa Street. It's called that because take the words Canada and USA and, well, the street is exactly on the border. On the right side is south. That's Vermont. And on the left side of this road is Canada. It's a town called Stansneed. It's very complicated and complex and all the other words. I'll explain everything soon. I'll tell you this, it's very strange here. Almost everybody on the US side of the street hates their own country and they suck up to the people on the Canadian side. What the damn hell? I had no idea that we would stumble onto so much drama. We just came down here to show how unprotected the US-Canadian border is, and we learned so much about the dynamic of living along the largest land border in the world. It's fascinating. It's one of the coolest detours we've ever taken. Past that little marker right there is Canada. There's a little, I guess sometimes Canada's closed. Today, I'm not sure why this is down. That's Canada. This is the US. They're not supposed to do that.
Want to know how much your property could owe? Well, now you can find out with ADMA's Revenue Calculator.
Shh, Stansneed, Canada. Don't make too much noise. It's this little town of about 2,800 people with pride in their yards, huh? We're in the far southern reaches of Quebec. And look at the map. It's right on the US line. I mean, right up against it. It's one of hundreds of communities that lie along the US-Canadian border, which is just sort of an imaginary, agreed upon, unprotected.
You see the line? Literally. You can't walk across the street to your neighbors unless you go down the street and go through the border patrol or the border and come back up the other side of the street.
Line between our two countries. Little Stansneed is so close to that line, it's hard to tell which country you're in. And I don't mean just the roads. So right here on the left is the United States, and on the right is Canada. So if you, Cam, can you get in the line in the middle? Straddle, just really quick. We are driving on two countries right now, right down the middle of two countries. Kim was in the United States and I was in Canada, and we're in the same car. So I'm pretty sure that side is the United States, but there's a Canadian flag over there. Let's find out. Oh, that sign says, "Dear Canada, we hate him too." Oh my gosh, there's the U.S. We got to go talk to those people. I stand with Canada. All right. Just hilarious to me that they're on that door. We went back all right, but not until some drama. So after the first 20 minutes here, we discovered just how unprotected the U.S.-Canada border is. I mean, you read about it, you hear about it. There's no border. It's pretty open up here. Then we see it in person, and you're like, oh crap, like this really is unprotected. Which to us seemed interesting because there's been a lot of talk about how illegal people and illegal drugs are just pouring into the U.S. from Canada, right? All the bad people have realized, hey, look, it's easier to get stuff into the USA from here than across down in Mexico. Okay, so here's where you're going to go into Canada. Now, normally when you cross the border, it's like a big deal, and there's like, I don't think there's anything that's going to stop anybody. In fact, I can just walk right across back into Canada if I want to. There's like just a guy right there. And this guy right here, he's just going to walk over. They're not even going to check. I don't think they're going to check. Okay, he's not walking over. I'm just going to do it. I don't think they're going to say anything. I'm walking back into Canada right now. And that was pretty interesting. And everything's in French immediately, like as soon as you get over here. Libraire, ouvert. French lady. Okay, so nobody seems to even be paying much attention. I do like the fact that our border is so chill and everyone's friendly and it's just like, okay, go on through, but it does not feel very secure at all. Like anybody could just hop a fence and jump over and not even have to worry about over here. And then alternatively, here's the US Customs immigration on.
I realized I was muted. Yeah, he actually is annoyed. He has a, you know, he thinks with the right side of his brain. So but he also has to go interview these people, so and they're watching him. I mean, all these people, it's once he starts talking to him a little bit, you'll see that he handles himself quite well with all these people, and he's very good at this kind of stuff. But yeah, he's definitely thinks more like the rest of us do, that, you know, common sense wise.
On this side, and I could just scale that. I'm not going to, or just walk through or whatever. And this is also very chill. This is to get into Vermont. And the sleepiest inspection, customs and border protection gate you've ever seen. Anyway, so the middle of the road, it's very interesting. One side's the United States and one side's Canada. So I just crossed back over. I guess if you don't want to go that way, you could just go around the back. And off you go into Derby, Vermont. I mean, you hear all the time how unsecure our border is down by Mexico. And this is the most unsecure border probably in the world behind me. I've been walking around here filming for probably 15, 20 minutes and nobody's even looked at me funny. Nobody seems to really care. It's very odd and very interesting that this is how it is. So, do we need a border? Do we need more security? Do we need to worry about any of this stuff? I think we do. Like that could be a biker gang right now bringing fentanyl in. Okay, so this is the US side, and we've seen several political signs. I'm gonna try to knock on some doors. We're pretty good door knockers. This sign here, can you stop really quick? I stand with Canada, and they've got Canadian and Ukraine flags on. Liberty, America, freedom on the porch, Canadian flag, and I stand with Canada on that side.
Am I pulling in?
Elbows up, yes. Let's pull in. This side here says elbows up, Canada.
I'll pull into the next one.
And then this one, Elon sucks. I stand with Canada, Greenland, Mexico. Dear Canada, we hate him too. Nope, not again. We got to get some of this stuff. Oh my gosh, these people are fired up, and it's Saturday. Hopefully they're home. They're brainwashing their Canadian neighbors. Let's see if they're home. It's your favorite American YouTuber. Oh my God, they're not home. Oh my God. I'm probably not gonna like this, but what does this say? Oh, they have a F Trump sign in their front yard. All right. here's the neighbor. They also had a political sign. Can I just interview you without your face and just get your voice?
Sure.
Okay, I'll just keep my camera down. What is it like living so close to, I mean, it seems like it's very political on this street.
It is now, and I'm new here. I've only been here 4 years. So we were really blessed to be able to find this home. It's the only home in the United States we could find because we're from a different area. And so we were really lucky to know that our neighbors across the street are our Canadian friends, and we love them very much, and we support them very much. All of them.
This lady makes
we
me
know
sick.
these two
Yeah,
very well.
this is just a trip that your neighbors across the street are Canadian.
Yeah, we don't get to just cross the street. We have to go to the border, and then
No, you do?
yeah.
You have to go down to the
We
border?
have to go down to the border legally.
and walk through the
Yes.
border
If you
gate
just
and then
do
come all
that.
the way back down the
Legally, they have to walk all the way down to the border. That's how they have to do it legally. But it doesn't sound like after he talks to quite a few people that is what he's doing at all. Like that's not what they do. They just, I mean, it's hard to find the rules. Like, it's pretty funny here. You'll see, because he'll go talk to the Border Patrol. Of course, he has to turn off his camera and all that, but he'll kind of explain it, but not really, because it's too hard to understand.
street
Yes,
to go here.
Yes, because they can't identify. They have cameras, but they can't identify who's crossing, so they can't tell if it's me or somebody else. So
Okay.
maybe I shouldn't say that.
Well, there's cameras on the pole.
Yeah,
So-
and above our,
Okay.
all over, and we've got tracers back behind our home.
Oh, really?
So yeah, because people cross
Tracers.
the border illegally all the time.
Yeah.
So, but we just we were so excited, and it's so fun.
Okay, wait, look at her yard.
And being able to cross isn't that hard. You just have to have your enhanced driver's license, and plus it's good exercise. So
Just your enhanced driver's license. Just do as the nice government tells you to do. Go get your enhanced driver's license, because that way they can track you no matter where you go.
I don't mind.
So you got to go down to that, like, okay, so.
The one across the street.
Yes.
Or you can face a $5,000
A $5,000 fine.
fine by just crossing.
If you
Yeah.
cross the street right here, it's a
You-
$5,000 fine.
You can be fined.
What?
Yeah, it's okay. It's
It's okay. It's okay. I don't mind being beat. It's okay.
what we knew before we moved in. So we knew before we moved in a lot of things.
Oh my gosh.
This is my
Oh, wait. Look at it.
contribution.
What is
Trying to
this?
keep it out. It's a heart.
Oh, you have a heart. This
I
is
want
your
to keep.
statement.
This is my statement.
Love.
Just love and.
Her yard looks like shit, so she can have a heart in the middle of it. I mean, she could even like cut it and then cut the middle piece that she wanted for the heart shorter. But no. Let's leave the outline weeds. Let's do that and make it, 10 feet tall. Oh my God, help me. You know what? She should move over to the other side with the Canadians.
Unity.
We love you over there.
Mhm.
Donald
I'm
Trump
sorry,
is bad.
Andy.
We're sorry that he's
But
such
we're
an
gonna give
a-hole.
her to
That's
you.
kind of the way I
What-
see it over
yeah,
here.
pretty much. I just didn't. I didn't want to put up any political signs. I just want unity.
Unity. Here we are here. So we're on the Vermont side. And if I cross that yellow line, I'm breaking an international law, and there's cameras supposedly everywhere. Somebody will come say something. There's tracers, she said, all behind the house. We did cross that a couple times. And that's just a trip. I could get in big trouble. The international border is right here, and it is the most unsecured place you could ever imagine. Just a yellow faded line down the middle of the street in Canada/Vermont, where it's very political. Okay, I'm breaking the law right now. I'm one foot in the US, 1 foot in Canada. Oh God, I just crossed over. Breaking the law, breaking the law. I just broke the law, and I could probably get like 5 fines for that. They'd be like, you went over back and forth 10 times. All right, enough of that. All right, let's go to the more political side. I wish she would have put her face on camera, but she looks a mess, she said. She's like, this is the only place in the U.S. I could afford a house. Happens to be right across from our Canadian neighbors. Knock, knock. So here's another American with a sign that says, elbows up, Canada, stand up to us. Don't let us bully you around. And another person that's basically selling out. What the hell? You've got Canadian people next to you, and
Yeah.
you're
Well, they're our neighbors.
yeah.
You know, and we wanted to show them support. So our neighbor here and us and our other neighbors, we've all put signs out to help support them. Elbows up is
We wanted to show them support. We're gonna totally fuck our own country so we can show them support.
the Canadian response to the U.S. And people appreciate it. You know, so that's what we're doing.
So I'm guessing this has everything to do with Donald Trump.
Oh yeah.
You normally, before the election, you wouldn't have really been like, we like you. It wasn't a thing, right?
No. I mean, we get along with our neighbors great.
Yeah.
But we feel terrible, you know, and they appreciate what we're doing.
What is it like having Canada right across the street? What is that like?
Well, we can't go over there.
I know. If you want to have a potluck, you got to go check in across the border, and it takes you a little bit of time to go see.
We yell across the street in between
Mayonnaise
traffic.
is gonna be warm by the time you get over there.
What are you gonna do? You know?
Yeah.
When we moved here, we didn't realize what was coming either, but it's a great neighborhood, so we're trying to keep it that way.
What, you didn't realize what was coming?
Trump.
Oh, Trump was coming. Oh, you mean you wouldn't have lived across from Canada like
we
this?
would have. Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, it's great living here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, so do you ever see? It's an unsecured border, clearly.
Right.
Do you see people running back for like illegal stuff, like crazy?
We haven't.
Isn't that interesting that our southern border is so buttoned up with helicopters and barbed wire and huge fences?
The choppers go over every few days. Yeah.
But why aren't we? I mean, I don't know. I just think it's interesting that we're not protecting this. I don't know how you would. You'd have to put a big fence up in your yard.
That's what we worry about too.
Oh.
That you don't know what they'll do.
They might decide one day, like, we're going to put a fence down the hole in front of everyone's house.
Well, the yellow line.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. So just put a fence down the middle of the street.
Yeah.
Why don't they just move across the street to Canada then, if they like them so much? These people are sellouts. They're not true Americans.
Oh, I get you, Mappy. Normally, I don't agree with you on everything because you're pretty far extreme. But I agree with you on this. It feels weird to drive around and talk to people that are cheering so hard for the other team.
I don't feel very confident with people on this street at our border. I bet they just let bad people in, just to make things worse.
Okay, so we are going back down to recheck in.
Here we go.
Oh God, you just crossed over into Canada. That's fine. And then I think we tell them that we're going to go to Canada, even though, because we crossed over. I don't know what's going on. You have to check in.
We're going to America.
You do. Well, we crossed into America on accident, and so now we need to go check in. We have to go back into Canada and then go back into Canada. Because he said people have gotten a huge fine for crossing the street.
Yes.
I think we go in here and tell them that we want to go to Canada. I even though we're in Canada right now, I don't understand. Like, I guess I have no idea. Like, we're already in Canada. Why do we have to tell them that we're going to Canada? Okay, she told us to shut the cameras off. So we just learned that we we're on the Canada side. Why are you telling me that you're going to the Canada side? And I was like, well, we crossed over on accident, I think. I don't know what we did.
because we were talking
Technically, we did, yes. And so then she said, you crossed over again on accident to tell me you're going to cross over again on purpose. It's very confusing. She wasn't really following because she kind of spoke French. But what we're going to do right now is try to talk to the neighbors across the street from these people. So we're going to go down here just a little bit more.
I love how he went there and she's like, I didn't know why
YouTube.
you're here.
Here's a microphone. Just hold it up like you're on TV. What's your name, sir?
Heath Perrow.
Heath. What is it like living right across the street from the United States?
The damn Americans.
Oh, I've been here 26 years and you get used to it. And especially now, I mean, you know, with the situation, a few of the neighbors here put the Canadian flag on as solidarity with us. Even one down there, I don't know if you've seen it, got a Ukrainian flag.
Mm-hmm.
And it's different. And I mean, you know, if you want to, since 2001, 9/11, we could cross over, there'd be no problem. But now you have to go to the custom, American custom, go there. Then when you come back at the end of the street, you got to go to Canadian one to come back home. And you get used to it. But I haven't been across for 5 years.
You haven't been across the street in
no,
5
sir.
years?
Solidarity, Canada, elbows up.
Yeah.
That's it.
Solidarity Canada, elbows up.
Yes, sir.
You're anti because of Trump. That's the only reason.
That's right. It's the only reason.
So you were here when
Moved in '99.
okay, so George Bush was president at one point.
I think it was Obama. Wait a minute.
Well, Bush was before Obama. Bush
Yeah, that's
Jr.
right.
You were living here. Was there a problem when Bush was in office?
No.
With your neighbors?
No.
Nothing. It was just normal.
No,
Felt like a
no
normal life.
problem whatsoever.
So Donald Trump has made things very anxious and uncomfortable for the Canadian-U.S.
That's right.
border.
Yes.
What does this say about our international border, that it's unsecured like this, but we can trust each other?
Today I may not see anyone by himself, he thinks. If I don't, that will be a sign.
Well, here, I mean, Vermont, we do trust you. I mean, Vermont is not like other states. I mean, it's mostly Democratic, and they support us, I say.
Mm-hmm.
What can you do?
Are there any neighbors over here that support Donald Trump that kind of go, what are you guys talking about? It ain't that big a deal.
I never heard of that. They support us.
Everybody on this street?
I say yes.
Okay.
I don't know about Trump was going to happen. I mean, indicted 34 times and is still in White House. I better not say too much.
Yeah, man, you better not. This is, someone's probably listening with all the helicopters and cameras.
I think this is the smoke with the wild.
This has just been way more interesting than I thought. Now we're going to go to the library, where half the library's in the U.S. and half is in Canada. But right before we do that, there's a U.S. flag over there. I kind of want to talk to them, but I don't want to get in trouble. So do we have to go check in?
Where are you trying to go?
Okay, so we really want to talk to these people with the U.S. flag. They look like they're our kind of people, but in order to do that, we have to drive down the street, drive through the check-in point, and then come right back to this point, get out of the car, and then we have to go back through the Canada side and come right back down the street to get to the library that we want to go to. It's very complicated, but we're going to try to do that right now.
I'd just yell at him, say, hey, can you come to the edge of the street so we can visit?
In at the U.S. Port of Entry, Border Patrol, I'm not sure what you call that. Now we're back on the U.S. side. Now we're allowed to go on the right side, on the U.S. side. We were not allowed to do that before. We pulled over here and we were talking with all those people. That was a big no-no. So we're going to go talk to the people with the American flag, hopefully talk to the people with the only American flag on the whole side of the street, and see if they have an alternative opinion from Crybaby Boohoo Crap.
The only one.
All
with
right,
balls.
your friendly YouTuber all the way from Canada. You have the only American flag.
Yeah, because those are assholes down there.
They're assholes down there. I was hoping I could talk to you about that and get you to say that.
I can't say that.
Can you say it off camera if I point it down and just a voice only?
I just think that they disrespect our country by doing that.
By putting up Canadian.
Well, no, Canadians are fine. I'm not against Canadians. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
It's just that they may not like our president, but they're disrespecting our soldiers.
They are.
100%.
I agree. And
that are fighting for our country, regardless if they like the president or not.
So, do you ever debate them?
No.
Okay.
I have not talked to them, so they're older, they're set in their ways, and I don't know what they think, but I don't have their opinion, I guess. Trump has a big mouth, but all these countries have been tariffing us for many, many years, and way back when this country first formed, we lived on tariffs. We didn't get taxed. Tariffs paid our government. Why is he doing something so wrong? They're tariffing us, we're just tariffing them back.
Well, I am glad that you're flying the U.S. flag.
Thank you.
You're the only one on this street doing it. And
because I support our country.
Yeah. You'd think that the people down the street would too, but they're not.
No, they're not. Not that I can see.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So Nick Johnson, that's my YouTube channel.
Okay.
I feel like I want to can I unravel your flag for you?
I'm sorry about the mess on my porch. I have bunnies.
You have rabbits?
I have rabbits, yes. I just do it that way.
Yeah. Are you, so yeah, we travel, we're coming back across from Canada. And there you go.
There you go.
Well, hey, Nick Johnson fans. So YouTube's pushing this whole membership thing now, and I think it's great. So I set one up for this channel. If you want to be a member on this channel, you can only do it on your computer. You can support the channel sort of behind the songs. I'm a member. Okay, we are back in the United States, and it is sunnier on this side, I have to say. I'm not going to be that guy, but as soon as it is sunnier, a little bit. I kind of made fun of the guy across the street on the Canada side, Eve, the last guy, and I said, look, I think it's a little sunnier on the US side. He didn't think that was very funny, but I could see that it was indeed slightly sunnier. But here we are in Vermont, and we're gonna go check out the library. Here's another one.
Canada and US.
Yeah, they have a Canada and a US flag up. I just don't, these people are so confused. So this is all America right now, but we're seeing a few Canadian flags still because Vermont people are soft. They hate Trump in this area. Actually, they don't all hate him. It's about 60%. Here's another one. Another Kamala voter who is gonna now fly her Canadian flag in protest of our president. That is just seriously unpatriotic and rude and just plain mean. I don't even know if Trump even knows that he's being dissed up here like this. I was surprised to learn that 56% of Derby Line voted for Trump. I mean, it's Vermont, and look at the place. But a lot of people along the border voted for him. Well, I asked about that, and I was told that a lot of people here just want to protect the border. They're worried about illegal crossings and people coming in up here. So there are sensible people up here, huh?
Customs.
There's another crossover spot.
Am I?
No, that's to go back into Canada. Okay. So this side's Canada. On the left, can you slow down just a little bit, Kim? Okay. And on the right is the good side, Derby Line. That's what it's called, Derby Line, Vermont.
Yes, and Stansted.
And down there's Canada. And America, and this is just so, we are now in the US. I know it's very confusing to tell. And the whole reason we came up here was because of this library right here.
Okay, this library's pretty trippy.
We're in enemy territory. Okay, another complicated entry point here. We're on the Vermont Canada border. I'm distracted by all of the heavy machinery going on the US side. Past that little marker right there is Canada. There's a little, I guess sometimes Canada's closed. Today, I'm not sure why this is down. That's Canada. This is the US. They're not supposed to do that. It's been a very complicated morning of me learning where we're allowed to go and what we're not supposed to do. Everybody's been warning me that we are supposed to do things and we haven't been doing them correctly, but nobody really seems to care. I don't know. Our last stop is here in Derby Line, Vermont. This is the Haskell Library, and that lady is, I think, waiting to talk to us. She's been here for a while, but we've been taking forever to talk to neighbors. Down the road on the other, that's interesting here is that you used to be able to everybody entered on the US side, and then Kristi Noem came here and made fun of the fact that Trump said he wants to make Canada a 51st state, and kind of did this whole thing and said 51st state, the good side, 51st state, America, and that pissed off the library. So now everybody has to go in their own separate entrances. It's very weird. Everybody here is very soft. I'm going to stop talking. Let's go in the library right now. Good job, Kim. All right, we're going inside the Opera House right now, which is this on U.S. soil?
Half and half.
Half and half.
Half and half. Oh, the Opera House is half and half too.
Yes. And
Yes.
Okay. This is Evelyn. She's going to show us around the Opera House right now, and her nice husband, Roger. I'm sorry, when we got here, I was frazzled because I got shaken down by the Border Patrol.
is we have plays in the Opera House, and back here are the rooms, dressing rooms.
So we're on Canada right now or U.S.?
Okay.
Well, you don't
We
know,
don't have a line here.
but we will show you
We'll
the
show
line.
you that.
There's a
We
line.
have to go up one more floor.
Oh, okay.
Check out this line. Oh, you son of a bitches.
At Great Big Canvas, we believe everyone should experience the power of art.
It seems a little chillier on the Canada side.
This is the ticket booth for the opera.
Okay, all right, the ticket booth.
Ticket
And is this
booth.
Opera House currently being used, Evelyn, for current
Yes.
production in movie?
Movies that are in all of the world film festivals.
Okay, so neutral movies. French
Only-
movies are in English subtitles.
And it's only
Quebec is right there.
$5 for the movie.
It's only $5 for a movie. Is that
Yeah.
Canadian or
Here we go.
US?
Watch this.
It's equal. We don't
Oh.
divide that.
Okay, well, pay
Here's-
with American money, you get a deal.
This is the Opera House.
Look at this Opera House. This is really cool.
It's really pretty. And
We've got the
It seats total 400 people.
da 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 da. It seats 400 people.
250 here and 100. Yeah, if
you can sit.
if you sit, you can sit. So you can have your butt in the United States and your feet in Canada.
Oh my God! Oh, this is the line right here.
Here's the line.
Oh, can we show that line, Kim? See that black line?
If you sit here
So if you here we look at this.
and put your feet, you will be in Canada.
Okay, look at that. So I'm gonna sit right here in my.
United States.
I'm watching the U.S., but I'm putting my feet down in Canada. This is the most interesting opera house.
I mean, don't you think it's an awful lot to go through?
Is the crowd louder on the U.S. side usually?
No, actually,
They cut up the building. I mean, really? This is just nuts. To me, it seems crazy. Anyways, Nick Johnson. He's really good. I watch him all the time. And this one just blew me away. I wanted you to see those in, pieces of it. You're going to watch it all. You know where it's at. Anyways, what else? I know I saved more stuff. I just don't remember what it was. But hey, that was 54 minutes. A 6-day cruise to Cabo and back. Woohoo! It's a work trip, Sherry. Nice, Sherry. Enjoy, honey. Be safe. I'm waiting for my RV to get out of the shop. I wish it would hurry up. I'm sick of waiting. Okay. I think that was it for videos. But lots of shit to talk about. The whole nuclear reactor on the moon is just absolutely nuts. I think that's crazy. And I took my glasses off and I can't see shit. Yeah. So anyways, what else do I know? I don't know a whole lot more. I still think it's bullshit that he's made it. It's like, oh, we want to be the first to get to the moon. Oh, come on. Oh, the illegals, they raid a shipping center. So expect that half of America's deliveries are going to be delayed or something. I don't know where it was. I'm sure it was New York or something. And yeah, anyways, it might just be a really short stream, like an hour. It would be okay with me. I have definite stuff I could get done, that's for sure. But I do want to show you guys my new thank you video that I have. Look at this. Where is it?
Thanks for choosing to ride with me again. Hey, gorgeous. Thanks for choosing to ride with me again.
Now I got to find one for a chick with a hot voice, and that one I'm going to redo, but I was just messing around with it today. It was fun. So yeah, what else do I know? I think that's about it. So yeah. I might just call it quits for the evening and say, I hope y'all have a great Tuesday. An hour show would be fine. Maybe I can make shorts out of it. You never know. Anyways, so I hope y'all have a great evening. And I'm going to go and get a bunch of stuff done. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for coming. You know, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. Love y'all. Good night.
News bullshit. Step right up, got tickets on sale. In today's episode, trains coming off the rails. Watch it all burn from the screen on your phone. But don't you worry about it, you're safe at home. Every talking head will tell you everything's fine. It's the blind leading the blind. Yeah, it's a circus out here, we're wobbling on a wire. There's a lady with a beard, clowns juggling fire. Elephants and donkeys got us jumping through hoops. Y'all wish that I was lying, but you know that that's in a rage, and the ringleaders on parade. It's a circus out here, we're wobbling on a wire. There's a lady with a beard, clowns juggling fire. Elephants and donkeys got us jumping through hoops. Y'all wish that I was lying, but you know that is the truth. Get your popcorn ready and pour you something strong. If the world's still spinning, the shit show goes on.
Come on! Witness the greatest show on earth! Ignore the flames!
It's a circus out here, we're wobbling on a wire. There's a lady with a beard, clowns juggling